Hey, and welcome back, everyone, to another episode of Inoculant Gaming. We are once again back with some RLCraft, with Minecraft. And I know it's been a little bit of a while since I streamed. Had lots of scheduling difficulties last week.
Well,
Um,
and the week before. It's mostly my fault.
I mean, I don't know if I'd go that far, but
That's true. You were busy on days I was free and... Okay, come on. Kill me.
so... Oh, of course, the good old traditional, Oh, you were just killed!
Uh-huh. Yeah, I spawned in water. Sand? That's good.
Oh, you're on one of these trips.
Uh-huh. I'm on suicide run.
You crazy, you know that?
Well, if it works...
I mean, true, but...
Is this dragon sign? Maybe. I don't know what this is. Medium. Oh, maybe a meteor fell here. Alright. I don't want to deal with you. Goodbye.
I want to...
Alright. Have you considered peaceful mode? Ugh.
Wait, who said that? Oh.
That was my death message.
Oh,
Right.
cactus!
Yeah, I see it. Village! Oh my goodness. You have no idea how long I've hunted for something just like this.
Do you have enough levels to be able to teleport?
No, I just need to trigger it. And then I'll farm or something until the time. I need to find it though. Come on.
I probably should have some food with me.
What season is it, by the way?
I have no idea. It's warm enough. I think it's spring. I think it's for sure spring at this point.
Alright. Jars or med? Alright. It's not nighttime quite yet, but it's close.
Hey, but you did find it.
Yes, I did. Oh, I probably need a tool to get to this. Alright, let me go farming until I can teleport. Let me see how much experience I need. Which one's ours? Oh, I labeled it home. I only need 2. That means I'm not stupid far away.
I mean, let me look at a map real quick. Will I be able to see you on the map?
I don't think so. I don't really understand how the whole like syncing maps things works.
I think it's based on where you've been with the book.
Yeah, but somehow we got it where like you could see all the stuff that I had done.
Right.
Which I don't know how we managed that.
Well, because I stole the book that you had made, an extra one.
Right. But there was a brief period there where we could, like, I don't know. Again, I don't know how it works.
Well, agreed. I don't fully know either. What is it that we're using for food most of the time these days?
Me? What do I use for food?
I'm gonna go with bread for now.
Eggs.
Oh, that's right. Eggs is our thing. I knew there was something, but I just didn't remember what.
There it is.
And then
No.
you mentioned it, and I remembered.
No!
It's
Don't
so
tell me
hot
I
for
don't
you.
have enough experience. Dang it.
Isn't there like... Oh, were you trying to farm to get it? What's attacking
water.
you still?
Nothing. I'm just dying of heat stroke.
Oh.
Stop it.
Well, now that I don't have to go on the lookout for cactus anymore, because it looks like you're going to be very soon to having secured all of that.
Yeah, I'm going to have to come back and get tools.
I mean, which right now I have a decent amount.
I need to survive the short walk to the teleporter. Because I don't remember where it is. There it is. Okay.
I'm going to grab some watermelon.
Alright, here we go. This way. It's still hot here. It must be summer. I don't know, there's still snow patches on the ground.
Yeah, I don't think it's summer, I think it's spring.
Yeah, you must be right.
Because, it's warm, but, I can cool off real easy.
Since when is there a hippogriff here? Oh, there's our phosphorescent chupacabra. Hey, you. Love me.
Yeah, do we know how to get to this phosphorescent?
No, I have no idea.
Oh, nice. Appreciate you stopping in, Eris.
Hey!
Yeah, it's been a while. We had some scheduling difficulties.
Yeah, I probably won't be able to do Tuesdays anymore, by the way.
Oh, really?
Yeah, stuff got filled in. I'm still good Thursdays. And I can usually do at least Friday or Saturday, one or the other.
Right. I still am not seeing where this chupacabra is.
Yeah, I know. Alright. I'm back.
Yeah, it's underground, yeah. Figured that part, but the exactly where is becoming the question.
It's been there for quite some time. I do have an idea.
Let's see, there's some zombies there. Okay.
Here, let me show you where I think it could be. Where are you at?
I'm outside by the XP farms.
Oh, alright.
Oh, you have to go underground in the F3A?
Yeah, come here. Go around. That way. Well, or that way. So you're coming from over here?
Yeah.
Come here.
So you think you know where it is?
I have an idea, because I think it first appeared when this was my hidey hole over here. Because I was hiding over here while there was a blaze spawner, because I didn't want the blazes to burn the house down.
Oh, you got bandages in here, too.
Did I? Oh, yeah. Anyways, where'd you go? Come here.
Oh!
Come back.
What is...
What'd you do? Where did that come from?
Something that was trying to kill me is all.
Oh. Anyways. If you go up this direction. Ow. You'll find a spawner that I never finished off.
Up which way?
Yes, that direction. Pretty sure it's that direction. What was the controls? F3A?
F3A is what he said. Oh, and there's my pickaxe.
Nope. Yeah, I don't know.
Just so that it's easier, I'm doing this.
Anyway, somewhere that direction there's stuff. Might have been straight that, I don't know. One of those walls I filled in and was like, nope, deal with you later. But I wonder if that's where the Chupacabra first spawned. Alright, I need tools. And then I'm supposed to go get you cacti.
I am not seeing it where I'm at.
Yeah, I didn't see it either. Oh, dang you.
What?
Oh, ways. Oh, Reaper.
Oh, there's a Reaper. That's fun.
Hey, you can sleep now.
Oh, if you don't hear it, you won't see it. Okay.
What just happened?
We slept through the
Did I?
night.
Oh, you slept? Oh,
Yeah.
right, there was a bed in that cave.
Yeah?
Forgot about that. Alright, where did I put... I think this is just all my junk. I know, okay. I don't think I'm gonna need the wool stuff right now.
Alright, so I just heard it.
Heard what?
The Chupacabra.
Oh, you heard it? Oh, that's what he's saying. If you don't hear it, you won't see it. It definitely could be from when you were hanging out around down there. Attempting to mine in the death trap.
So much underground has been uncovered.
It's lime green and huge. Alright. Good to know. What? I have 2 compasses. Let's go and throw another one of those back in there. Okay. And I need something to drink.
The lava being so close. How big is it supposed to be?
What the other glass bottles? Do you do anything with the glass bottles?
No?
I guess I can make some more. All the glass we have. Do we have any more sand? Nope.
You have a waypoint to a desert.
I know, I'm getting ready to go.
You said you were looking for sand.
Well, yeah, true. Okay.
Wait, is that it? As tall as a player.
Okay.
Yeah, I think it's that thing, whatever that is. But that's so far away.
There were several caves I found while I was down there, however, I blocked them off.
Oh, I know. I'm at
But-
one of the edges of one that you did.
But I'm almost positive that that appeared well before I found those caves. Alright, do you remember what button it is to summon your horse?
No idea. I do not remember.
Is it 8? 7. It's 7. 8 to register your horse, 7 to summon it.
Make a night vision ring? Ooh, that sounds like a good call.
I like this idea. How do you make that? What do you need for it? Ugh.
I'm just showing potions of night vision.
Alright. Was it this one? Yes. Alright, cool.
Holy ring. Miner's ring? What does that do?
I don't know. What is the recipe for all these things?
I'm not seeing it. It's a part of the... Oh, look up Dragon Eye.
Probably has a different name than just night vision ring.
Oh, grants night vision.
Is it really almost nighttime? I don't even see the sun.
You have to have 4 diamond swords. Oh, Ring of Enchanted Eyes. That's not bad. It's just a glowing ingot. Yeah, Ring of Enchanted Eyes.
I don't know what you're saying.
Do we have blaze powder?
We might. I think I actually lost it somehow, though. You can look, though. It'd be in the mob drops box. It's weird. I'm in the desert, but I don't see the sun. Which kind of makes me nervous.
You're scared because you don't see the sun?
Hypothermia. Oh,
No.
Hornet, that's a spawner. What? Oh, hippogriffs always scare me.
Right? Okay, I'm looking for blaze. We don't have blaze.
That's an even better idea. Get in the pot. Apparently can't do that. Okay.
Alright,
Okay,
so I gotta...
so this is northwest of the town, or our house.
That's good to know.
I'm not standing in water like I was planning. There we go.
So, is there any blaze in our evil Tower of Death?
No, not anymore. I'm pretty so spawners don't work infinitely. They eventually stop spawning things.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Oh, there's like an island up there. Interesting. I have no idea what time of day it is, by the way. Hey, Wolfie. No, of course not. The wolf would be real handy to have.
Alright, come on, you.
Grabbing a bunch of cactus. Insane.
Whole lot of spiders here.
Oh, you're going down there again? There could
Yeah.
be in the chest. Remember there's battle towers not far from us, too. Definitely should be throwing daggers. Or javelins. Again? Come on. Alright. No, come my
Someone apparently hears Choopy.
Come on, I'm in water.
Oh, I do have some cobblestone. This is fortunate. Are you making the weird teleport sounds?
Nope. I'm sitting in a puddle of water in the desert. That's what I should do. I should rename this village to Desert Village or whatever.
Oh, there's Blaze here?
Well, that would solve your problem. Isn't that why you went in there?
Yeah.
Okay, well, there you go. Problem solved.
Oh!
Oh, sun's going down.
Man, this is gonna be my death. This is so bad! Hey, there is Blaze in here.
Alright, well, I was wrong. Found a bed. Where's Gonzo and Matatatutu?
Ow! All I gotta say is ow.
Sleep.
But there is Blaze, so there's that.
Yep.
But I could definitely use your help with that one.
Why do you always get yourself in trouble and then need my help to get you out?
Because I'm trying to make this glow ring. No, Pixie. No, Pixie!
Every time I hear those hippogriffs, I think it's a, Already? I've been outside for 2 seconds. Can you just stay in the water?
Alright, hold on.
Can I go down anymore? Put me in, coach.
Oh, let's, I'll try that. This will be better.
Alright, where is...
That's better.
Alright, you. Let's find something to murder. I saw...
Ooh.
somewhere.
Alright. You go back.
There's one.
Do we have any type of other weapon?
Oh.
What were you just killed by?
I don't know, but it killed me in 2 hits.
That's bad.
Oh, dang it. I'm way over here. I forgot I slept over here. Lure it away, and then maybe I can circle back around to my stuff. Think you're clever, do you? Huh? Huh? Alright, well, come here.
Oh, there it is! It's at the bottom of the tower!
Oh, well, that would make sense, huh?
That was bad.
Come here. Come get me, you jerk. Come on. Alright, let's go up this way.
Whoa, did it freeze?
Did what freeze? Server? That would explain why that thing stopped chasing me.
Oh, we're back. We're back.
Well, you died.
I dropped a lot of things.
Very surprised I did not die. I'm trying to get my stuff back.
I gotta remember to sleep in the other place.
Ooh,
and not keep waking up just in your spot. Because the last time I slept was in your hidey hole.
Oh, right.
Okay, so let's try bow and arrow this time. I'm gonna try bow and arrow. I mean, do we have a lot of? We have a lot of iron. I'm gonna do a full plate of armor of iron.
Don't see the cactus seeds. Oh dang.
Wait, mission accepted, Commander. We chef. I'm confused by that.
He might be asking to join us, I'm not sure.
I mean, I'd be okay with him joining us.
Yeah, that's fine with me. You'd have to actually get on Discord. I can send him the...
Yeah, we do have a Discord link in my description, where you'll be able to join us on Discord.
Dang it, I lost all of those seeds so we could plant our own grove. Erg.
Alright. I should have a melee weapon just in case. I'm gonna make it out of iron though.
It's me. Every time.
Do I have... Yes, we have sticks.
This is my life, sitting in puddles in the desert.
What's wrong with puddles in the desert?
Nothing, it's just I have to stop everything and do that.
Well, that's because you're overheating, so...
It could be the armor. Let me try taking the armor off. What can we use this for?
Alright, charge into battle!
Any treats? Arachnid treat. Okay. Alright. Grab my bucket. Hop on horsey. And...
Alright.
That's
That's better.
What was that?
Oh, he joined the Discord.
Sweet.
Yeah, there's the blaze. I didn't get the blaze rods. Want me to join VC?
Voice?
Voice chat. Yeah, sure, if you want to.
Alright. I should have enough experience to get out of this place. I need to get somewhere safe so I can send you the IP.
Yeah, he has an IP address to actually join.
I can't see what he's saying.
Exclamation point. In text channel is what he put.
Okay.
He said, sounds like a plan.
Found it. I'll die. Come on, stay here. I'm gonna go see this on. Hello.
Hey.
How do you do?
Looking in your chat.
Nice.
Oh, this is Salty Dog. I thought it was Eris.
Well, no, I
Right?
think it is. It is
Oh.
Eris as the voice, but Salty Dog did just join in chat.
Oh, okay. Y'all are
Big fans. Nice to meet you guys. Nice to finally get you chat.
Right?
Except for us and you can chat. I can do it
Now we know
now.
what you actually sound like.
I know, right?
I'm a squeaker.
Alright, give me a sec. Oh, I'm dying. That's not good. Who's hitting me?
Okay.
Give me a
Hopefully it doesn't usually take me too long to catch up.
I mean, depending on where you spawn from, is going to be the question.
Worst comes to worst, I can teleport to us.
That's true.
Oh, I can get there. It's nice to explore some different areas. I know you guys have been in that area for quite a bit. Can you send me if you haven't? We have
Yeah.
funky thing.
Yeah, I'll send you the IP. Is that what you're asking?
Yes, please.
Okay.
Why does that one have googly eyes?
Alright, I sent it to you in Discord.
Jeez, you got so much good stuff down there. Like,
Yep.
you should be racking in all the levels.
Yeah, I can't. I'm not far. I'm too far away though. I do need to grab. I didn't grab a pickaxe, so I can't actually get out unless.
Oh, I can come. I'm here. Let me just drop off the stuff.
Oh, there we go. Okay, I plugged part of the hole.
My stuff is still a mess from dying.
I at least did get one blaze rod.
Nice.
So that
Let's see
was-
that one in the chest, so you can make the ring.
Anything my map in there?
I mean, what? I'm not memorizing your guys' inventory.
You're fine. Wait, I thought you said you couldn't get out. You're right there.
No, I did. I was able to actually
Okay.
because I hit one of the old dirt blocks and I could collect that one that way.
Oh, right.
Because dirt is easy to collect. It is nighttime, by the way.
Oh. Wow. Sleepy, sleepy.
Have you passed it to him in Discord, right? The
Yeah.
IP. Okay.
Oh, I was gonna double check our version.
Oh no, it's the latest one, yeah.
I don't know last time they updated. It looks like it updated today, which would mean I am not up to date.
I don't have today's version. I have 2.9.1c.
That one, see. Yep.
That sounds right. So what I want is mining junk. Yeah, give me dirt. Okay. I probably need more
Apparently
arrows.
It's usually at 1.12.2, but I'm at 1C.
1.12.2. That's the Minecraft version. The RLCraft version. It's 2.91. Yeah, 1.12.2. That's the Minecraft version. Why am I not able to get into the site? Why are you forsaking me?
It happens to the best of everyone.
Oh, you're right. That is the Minecraft version. Why is it not telling me what version of...
It only shows when you download it, typically.
Hold on. I can do...
No,
Oh, you're right. 2.9.1c is the newest. You're good.
I can't connect. I don't know why it doesn't show me the IP is valid. Is there a port? There might be a port.
Shouldn't be.
No port.
Let me double check the number I sent you. Okay, that matches the one I sent Casey. 。 I guess try this one.
Oh.
See if maybe that one's different.
All right.
I like how the blaze rod coming up here is giving me light.
Oh, right. Can't see what the case is doing anymore. Alright. Sand, you're not useful. Get out of here.
Yoink! Yeah, that one looks like it's sick.
Alright. My bad.
No worries.
Hey! Iris. I do like it when people have the same username for everything. Me and Casey are pretty good about that, but some people it's like different for every game they play.
I had an older gamer tag I used for a long time, but people started catching on to it and then taking it first in a lot of games. So I had to come up with something I thought was original.
Okay.
Alright, well, I'm on fire. I have 2 hearts. And,
Crazy.
what?
On the tower again? Is that what's happening?
Yeah?
Oh, let me see if I can get to you guys real quick.
Oh, Casey,
Nope.
are you? Death trap.
I mean, all of that is a death trap, yes.
Oh, and then all the torches you placed were burnt out.
Listen, I did my best at the time it was a thing.
True.
Can confirm.
Okay, I got some candles. Forgot, how did I make these?
Alright, you know what? I'm going
still
with the
had to use
weird
glowstone
items
for them.
now.
You what?
It's what I have left.
What do you have left?
I'm having a golden helmet with a golden chest piece and then a skirt because that's what we have left. Because everything else is down below.
Wow, that was quick.
Stop chasing me. Sorry.
Alright, what weapons do we even have left in this box?
There's not much.
I see that. Well, I'm gonna bring a big hammer and... Wait, did I see a boomerang? I did see a boomerang. Alright. This way would be faster. See if I can get my stuff back.
I think you can get your stuff back pretty easy.
Yeah, it was just a little zombie. I don't know why I died so quick to it, though. Like, what's the point of having a shield and armor and all that nonsense if it just still hit one hit kills you? Stupid.
Which one? The phosphorescent? Because that one's nasty.
No,
Oh,
we're dying to
zombie.
like a mini zombie is all that we're dying to.
Yeah.
Like, I feel like it
Apparently-
bitten part of my ankle off, so...
It has taken so many hits from this dang boomerang. Will you die? It's... No, don't go forward! Okay. I thought I was going to hit you with this boomerang.
Well, that worked.
Yeah, alright. Is some of this junk in here yours, or is it all mine? Oh,
have
some of
one.
this has got to be yours.
Yes. Fine, you can take the chain back.
I don't want that.
Oh, you don't want
Here.
the chain?
Alright, I got all
Alright.
my armor back. I sent you back.
Alright, let's go.
Yeah, this is great stuff happening here. Alright,
Alright, I did get a helmet back and the bow and arrow.
I have a boomerang and a hammer that I had brought down with me. Ah, another mini zombie! Darn you! No! Darn you.
Where'd he kill you at?
Stairs. Upstairs.
Oh, he has my weapon!
Well, that's probably not helpful.
They put on your weapon and armor, and it makes like. At least it doesn't despawn because if you kill them, but if they despawn with it, you lose it.
Alright, I killed it. We're good.
Alright, well, I'm still bringing a spare dagger just in case.
I'm about to. There it goes.
Never mind.
Alright, so I apparently got your shield.
Oh, do I need to make a new one then?
No, I mean, did you bring two or is it just one?
Just one. I can make a new one. Not a big deal. Oh wait, I need more wood. Wait, how do I make a shield again?
Here, no, you just take the shield. I'll use my two-handed.
Why is that on? Alright, wood and a stick, huh? Alright, I can do that. I'm making a new shield. You can have it.
Alright. Let's go with, yeah, the shield in the shield spot. And
Cool.
there we go. The ability to block is going to be nice.
Do you keep in mind you do less damage with that two-hander of yours?
You
You
do.
switch
I
to
do
a
less
one-hand
damage
grip.
with my two-handers?
Well, because you got something in your hand.
Well, no, I switch it to a one-handed.
Oh, okay. Then you should do that.
But apparently I burned up while dying in my... because of fire on my head.
See.
I'm just trying to get over there. I'm not watching, so I can't comment.
No, you're fine.
Is this, are you guys equipment cycling where you're losing more and more equipment? Is that what's
No, at this point I'm just going back and grabbing more that's there.
We have so
So-
much stuff that it's not like that big of a deal. Iron in particular, we're quite rich after finding that little hut.
Oh, did you pick up everything?
No, but I think that zombie put on my armor because I'm missing a chest piece and boots. And my saber.
Chest piece, saber,
Wait, I gotta...
and I'm...
Wait, where's the chest piece? Okay, there it is. Dang it. Oops.
That wasn't me.
No, that was me. I was trying to right-click the item into my inventory and ended up just throwing it. Okay. Alright, all that really matters is weapons right now. I guess I'll have this and my candles. There's my candles. Okay. There you are.
Alright.
Should make a... Is there a chest somewhere? Should throw some of the spare weaponry that I've been bringing down with me. Oh, hi.
I'm on fire.
Nice. Oh, water. Here you go.
Thank you.
Yep. Oh, that did put out one of the candles.
Oh no! Oh, no, I just found one of these waystones. Shh, crap, there's nothing out here.
Alright.
I think if you sleep and then break the bed, you can. It'll respawn you somewhere else. Where
Yeah,
is
well-
this thing at? Oh, it's way down there, huh?
We would all have to
Yeah, you kind of have to build your way down, but by way of... I've been doing it by dirt, because it's easier to use when we lose everything.
I didn't bring any dirt. I just have cobblestone.
Here.
Okay. It's not letting me pick it up for some reason. There we go. I had to right click it for some reason.
Alright.
Die. I should use my bow.
Well, I don't know how I got hurt there, but okay.
That would have been my fault.
PvP.
Pretty sure my dagger like did weird things into the wall and then hit you somehow. That's a spider? What is that? Oh yeah, it's a spider. Okay. Alright. Looks
Can
like
you
there's a way-
build a bridge down so we can put candles up and...
Yep. There's a bridge down. Oh, I'm done. Sorry. Just trying to help. Alright, where is it? Got it. Of course. Why?
Oh, did we get a Reaper too?
Yes. Alright, I need to put on some bandages.
That was real close.
I guess this foot. And my arm. Oh, darn it. Get off me. Where are you? Why can I not see them?
Put
Ooh, I see the phosphorescent chupacuba.
Chupacabra? Yeah, that's what... Do you have candles?
What? What do you
Yeah,
think?
thanks for putting candles down.
You're welcome.
So many blaze!
Oh, damn. There's another one.
It's a good thing. It's a good thing having blaze. It's just, it's a good thing.
Oh, I see the chupacabra. Hit it once. Ooh, this thing is dead.
You killing the Chupacabra?
Yes. Finally, it will be off of our screens. Is there any holes?
No, don't let it die in the lava. Well, the lava's okay,
What?
I guess. It drops a beast stone. So
Oh.
make sure you can get the lid.
Well,
So,
we can still whittle it down.
It's not even at half yet. I feel like we're doing arrows to the knee for this Chupacabra.
Right? Pummeled by a Jengu.
I am out of arrows, by the way.
Oh, I've got money here. Let me get you some. I brought a full. Oh, I'm already down to half. Well, there's what I got. Half of what I got, that is.
Oh, that's good.
I'm gonna start on the bridge.
Turn into KFC? That sounds delicious.
Was that a dragon?
Yeah, it's right on top of where I'm spawning too, so I can spawn again.
Yep. Love it when they do that.
It's because I clicked on that waystone. I know I shouldn't have. 'Cause I'd rather be random.
Ooh, there's 3. Okay.
The blaze?
Yes. That was real exciting. Alright, one of us might need to just go back for arrows.
Alright, I'll do that because I got a blaze rod. Unless you want to take the blaze rod.
I'll take the blaze rod. I need to go heal. Anything else you want to send with me? Any spare weapons or whatever you want me to throw in a chest? And I'll leave you with the arrows I have.
Alright, that's good.
Alright, here is... Where's my arrows? There they are. Here, I'll leave you with this just in case you run out.
Good call.
Alright, I'll do that. Put away all this. Is that? No, another floor up. Cool.
Alright.
Hey, if we want to rescue our friend here... Oh, that's a raptor.
Raptor.
Doesn't that look like that? Yep.
Oh, Chupacabra.
Velociraptor? No.
Oh, awesome.
I might die to this Velociraptor.
I'm poisoned. I'm weakness.
Oh, I killed it. Of course! Kill it. Guess what spawns? Oh, I hate you. Of course I don't have any arrows. Oh, God. Oh, well, when I was blinded, guess what I hit?
What?
Oh, that sucks.
Stupid thing. At least I wasn't
I'm
fly.
still on fire.
Yeah, you're not on my screen.
It's just a visual bug. It happens.
I'm gonna
There's
disconnect
some-
and come
oh,
back.
Okay. Are you good to sleep, Eris?
No, but I can disconnect. Go ahead.
All right. Well, since you're both gone, I'm sleeping. Because there's lots of awful things outside.
Yep.
Yeah, I'm kind of stuck in that area. Over to here.
What? What is hurting me?
Oh, hello. Where the heck? No, 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 no.
Are you grabbing all of my stuff?
Yep.
Cool.
Here, I'll drop it back down.
I was gonna say, hell, your stuff is down there. Do you need a spare weapon to take down with you?
No, I should be fine to get to it.
Okay.
I logged out. It was clear. I logged right back in. And it is a bronze dragon right in front of me for no
Ooh.
reason.
Oh wait, I need that.
Oh, there's a trumpet zombie.
Oh well. Too bad you didn't want that spare weapon.
I didn't think there was gonna be things killing me on my way.
Oh yeah, I need armor. Oops.
It's always nice to have a couple spare sets of armor.
Oh, we have many spare sets of armor. That's not the problem. I just threw it all in the chest, though. I'm
Yeah.
missing the chest piece, though. Is it out here still, maybe, somewhere? Where's my pickaxe? Dang it. I need to stop right-clicking with this dagger. I keep punching myself. What are you? A kobold? I'm not gonna wait for you to sneak up on me in the middle of the night. Alright, it's running away.
Alright, so, do we want to try to stop the lava?
It doesn't always destroy the items. It's just sometimes it doesn't drop and you're like, well, was it the lava? Was it something else? So many dragon.
Shield. Did you keep my shield, Casey?
I do have a shield here, yes.
Well,
But depending on what beast you get, you know. Sorry.
But we're like one hit away from killing it. So, should I go for it? Go for the kill?
How much lava is there? Can we get rid of the lava?
We could if we stopped up the one block there. But it would be a suicide mission to run up there. Are you nearby?
No, I'm still putting things away. I was looking at your screen to see.
Because getting poisoned by this thing hurts. Like, legitimately hurts.
Yeah.
Is it just the one thing of lava, or is there more than one?
I think there's just one.
Okay.
Should I go for the suicide?
I would leave all your stuff down.
Alright, I'm gonna leave all my stuff over here.
Casey, really?
Alright, fine, I'll do it the easy way.
Wow. You need some dirt, Casey.
Oh yeah, I do need the dirt. Crap. Alright, I need that. I can drop everything else.
Oh, I should not have. It takes so long to put things back into these boxes. Oh man, that was funny.
Alright, I have the dirt.
Alright, I'm putting all excess like travel things away because I don't really need them right now. Now I need.
Alright. Okay, I actually survived.
Nice.
Although now there's a skeleton trying to play his horn.
Of course there is. Oh. Fair. Okay. Oh, this hammer
The
is spare.
Chupacabra's now trying to hide. And final
Why?
hit.
Do I have so much junk?
I think I killed him, but he did something to me. I don't know what it was.
Oh, yeah. Did you... You don't have any candles, probably.
I do not.
Every time I think I get everything out of my inventory, I find more things. Alright, do you need arrows? You want me
No,
to
I got him.
Get
But
the
you need
beast
arrows.
stone. Oh, you got it.
Yeah, I got the stone.
Choose who right clicks on it. Well, it's not that big a deal who right clicks on it because you can transfer pets. Somebody else wants it.
Whew. Well, I'm slow, but I'm making my way back up.
Okay. No, I don't want you. I want
With an extra
arrows.
blaze rod, by the way.
There we go. Alright. I just bought another stack and a half of arrows. From Arrow Man. Did you know I had an Arrow Man trapped upstairs?
No, I did not.
Oh, well. I have an Arrow Man trapped upstairs.
That's good to know that we do have that, though. And we have finally defeated that Chupacabra.
Yes, the Chupacabra of Doom.
Do-
Definitely should like relabel this episode. Something to do with that stupid Chupacabra. Alright.
So which
Yes,
beast-
regenerate my legs that apparently don't exist right now. This would be very good.
Yes, where's the healer thing? There it is. Heal me!
I like how this is supposed to be like real life, but then there's fairies of healing that are flying around.
They call them nurses in real life.
I mean, I guess
Fair.
touche on that one.
What do these trumpet dudes even do?
They're just trumpet guys.
What, do you not like brass? Are you
Open up your soul song.
anti-brasses?
That's right, you play a trumpet, right, Casey?
Yes, yes I do.
Okay.
See what
Alright,
soul
is there still more stuff down there?
or beast you get.
Casey, was there more things?
I think I got everything, but I couldn't see anymore after the dragon that was on fire stopped being on fire.
Okay. I'll go down and double check.
You're not gonna open the soul stone?
I mean, what does it do?
Soul binds a pet.
So right click on it?
Yep.
Alright, I'm getting away from places in case it explodes.
Oh.
This game, you never know.
Okay, that's fair. That's fine. I mean, I don't even know if you can, if you have like the magic level.
What?
Requirement. What'd you get?
You
I got a
Oh.
day one?
It's all right. First B. Go to pets.
At
It's
least it'll fight
soulbound.
for me. So if it dies, he can respawn it.
Yep. It will respawn, and you can set it. I usually set it to like aggressive follow for ones like that, but rideable ones. I think that one can. It's a beast, and so it can use a beast saddle. So you could ride it to go around, but
Scared me.
for like extra firepower early game, aggressive follow is kind
Whoa!
of nice.
Why do you have so much health?
But day one's not necessarily one I clamor for personally.
I mean, I didn't know it was a thing, so I like it.
Yeah, I'm not gonna argue against it.
Of course, there's one in armor coming. Go.
It probably is some of my armor, actually.
And because it's soulbound,
Why
it
can't I
will
move?
respawn, or you can spawn it and dismiss it at will.
Oh, that's cool.
There's multiple with armor.
Do you need any more help down there?
I don't know yet. So far, I'm able to strategically retreat.
I'm bringing a
Stole all
beast
my
that
daggers,
can
though.
destroy things, I think.
Ah! Oh boy. Okay, well now I need help. What does Alt F4 do?
Wait, is it? Can it go in by one?
Yeah, go in there, and then push B, and then teleport, and it'll teleport to your location. So, if it's far enough away, it'll teleport to you if it gets stuck. But if it's not, you can teleport it into a location that it can't fit.
Yeah, it's trying. I see it out here.
Ah, it's here. Your experience is like jumping.
Oh, I almost attacked your thing.
Well, that worked.
You can turn PvP off. If you turn that off, then you can hit it as much as you want to. Casey has to do it.
PvP is no.
So yeah, he can hit it and it won't attack him.
So yeah, PvP no.
Okay, I see what you're saying. Dang it. Why?
Well, that didn't work.
Boop, 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 boop.
What's hitting me? Where?
There's skeletons on it behind you too.
Of course. What? I wasn't even fighting a skeleton.
Yeah, the skeleton behind you was shooting you with arrows. That's what killed me.
Oh, right, Eris. Can you sleep?
Yeah, I'll be dead in like half a second.
I guess that's a version of sleep then.
Well, hopefully I spawn at this bed and not this thing. Oh my god, I don't know where that bed is. I need to get out of this loop. I'm stuck in this area. Give me a second, please.
No, we're just sleeping.
No worries to me.
Okay, so
I
this is a
see.
good chance to do a plug, which you haven't done in a long time.
That's true. I haven't done one in a while. So if you're looking for Mother's Day gifts, go to marketplacemana.com. They have lots of gifts from around the world. Great for Mother's Day. Although it might be too late to actually get it by Mother's Day. But if you need a grad gift or a Father's Day gift, that'll work too.
I mean, if they go to one of your locations, they can pick it
That's
up tomorrow. Where are your locations?
We have two locations, Jackson and Ann Arbor. In the Briarwood Mall in Ann Arbor or downtown Jackson across from Consumers in Jackson.
Okay. So you did close the third location.
Mm-hmm.
I remember you talking about it. I just don't remember when that happened.
Yeah, that when they wanted
Eric,
the
you
new
trying to
lease
get to the
January
bed so that
1st.
you can break your loop. Is that what's happening?
Yeah, I'm looking for a bed so I can break the loop.
Okay. We'll keep sleeping. I don't think our stuff's going to despawn. I'm not too worried. I can remake everything I had.
If you're too close, then yeah. No, I can't get in there either. No, I can't find it anymore. I was at one spot. I should have just stayed there the entire time. I was exploring. I can't. Oh, I found it. Give me 8 seconds here. Yay! Freedom!
You're welcome. Casey, you're no longer.
What in the world is... What is that?
Velociraptor.
No, wait, they're fighting each other. Were you wanting to keep the Velociraptor?
I mean, it'd be really cool to have one tamed at some point, but now is not that point.
Yay!
It apparently killed my beast. Can I resummon it?
Yeah, if you look under your menu, you'll see a timer. That's how long until it can be resummoned.
Oh, okay. It almost killed the Velociraptor.
Yeah, the dumb ones are not that great. Velociraptors are really strong. Yeah, Velociraptors.
Are some of the spawns based on like season?
Some of the spawns based on season. What does that mean?
Like the spawners, will they change who is getting spawned based on the season?
No. Wow, that thing has a big sword. Is that your sword?
Probably
No,
is my sword.
I think it's biome dependent, but they don't.
I'm
spawn
not doing
as
any
much
damage to this thing.
during short seasons. I see what you're doing. Yes.
I'm pretty sure it had your sword, Casey.
I think you're right too. I think this one has your armor. Okay.
Alright, I'm just picking up everything down here for the moment. Because I'm pretty sure we died, like... Alright, let's get out of here. There's nothing else. It's just a cave.
I'm gonna get this coal since it's here.
Oh, fire. Is this just a normal iron sword?
You had a lot of dragons in this world. It's kind of nice.
How many dragons have you found at this point?
No, he's not wrong. There's a lot of dragons in this world.
I have seen almost, if not more than 7 already.
Yeah, I'm guessing with that update they changed the config file to increase the spawn rate.
Of dragons? No, it really is seed dependent, which is kind of amazing. You wouldn't expect that.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, I know when we were playing Rad, I had to turn up the spawn rate of dragons. Because Rad just doesn't turn it up very high. Because it doesn't want to be known as a difficult mod, it just wants to be known as fantasy. And dragons do add quite the level of difficulty.
They're in this one. They're mid game, so when you kill dragons, you're just bowing them,
True.
crossbowing them, bowing them. They're not that bad.
That sounds like fun. Reminds me of my Skyrim days.
Oh, so much junk. You know what? I'm just gonna completely empty my inventory for the moment, and then I'll just fetch what I need.
But I'm not seeing a
Sounds
lot
good.
of other spawns though. I've been traveling a decent amount in circles here. Not a lot showing up. Cities are kind of rare. Or villages.
Yeah, definitely would agree with that.
The spawn that we were near was like there was a house, and there probably is like an empty farm nearby.
I mean, there's stuff here, but I don't want to pick it up. Because, yeah, I'm going to lose that.
Okay.
there's a
I have your
mega battle tower.
saber, I think. Do you want that saber back?
I mean, I can make a new one.
Hey, it's back.
I remember why I had turned on the cheat mode, because I can delete things with it.
Turned into KFC. That's always good.
I'm just looking for a place to live. Or a tower I can take some warps, potions. One or the other. I don't actually like hardcore start until I know where to put my stuff. Because I get overloaded, encumbered too quickly.
What was it I could make with this? Why did I want this before? I thought there was a treat.
Now, before you were saying we were supposed to like fish something. There's a couple things we were supposed to fish.
Oh yeah, you need Silex. You need a Silex one. Here, let me get you up, hold on.
We need what?
A Silex one, typically.
What are you saying?
Yeah, a Silex. We have 2 Silex right here.
Yeah, you breed them with Lapis.
And the purpose of this is...
Avian treats, so you can tame an avian milk.
Would that include velociraptors?
Velociraptors are avian, yes. But you typically do it to fly. You know.
Oh, well, fine.
Venturaptors? Velociraptors, they're really good at traveling over the sea, but they're not really... they're good for fighting.
Really?
Yeah, because they bounce.
Now, Is it possible to like find something to me like Casey did without having to kill like a special thing?
Yeah, that's what the treats do. But then that will tame it to you, but it won't soul bind it to you. So the soul
Okay.
binding requires a gem, and you can make the soul something. That's under soul something.
Okay.
But taming is a lot harder in 2.91. It takes a lot of treats, almost 2 stacks of treats,
What? Well, that's stupid.
which is why you got to get a farm going. I don't see anything around here. I'm just gonna jump off.
So I just tamed the Silex. Or I fed it at least.
You bred it.
Yeah.
Yeah, you gotta keep breeding and get quite a bit of them. So,
Right.
a lot of breeding, a lot of securing them as well, because a lot of stuff likes to kill them. Ooh, dragons.
Alright,
So
well this is
maybe
the
we
start of our Silex
need-
farm.
Do we need to move them somewhere else safer?
It's hard to move them.
Is it? Can't like throw them in a bucket or whatever?
I mean, they are fish, so...
Let me see if I can just pick it up.
They don't do well without water, though, just so you know.
Well, yeah, I would assume. Can you put it in a bucket?
I think so. Maybe. I was moving one once, and then it died on me because I wasn't fast enough. So I stopped doing that. Just made sure wherever they spawn, I secure, and then kept breeding them there.
I only see the two. How did you breed it?
There's a baby one with lapis.
Oh, here's a third one. Okay. I
It
didn't see
should
the...
say a baby on it, too.
Yeah, no, I see it. So I guess we could enclose their pond. That would protect them.
Right? Ooh, you got us a cactus.
I got lots of cactus. I haven't planted any yet, though.
Yeah.
Second I got back, you were in trouble and needed me to save you.
That sounds about right. Isn't
Anytime
that the
Casey
usual?
goes on an adventure, it usually ends in, help me.
That's only because I'm really bad at it, so...
That sounds like RLCraft in general.
Hey, fairy, come here. I do like that. I like our base.
Well, yeah, because we took over a building.
Yeah,
Did
I
you
mean-
bring sand too? Okay, good.
yeah. There should have been almost half a stack there. Did the fairy just? Oh no, there it is.
I'm looking for a slightly better spot. Which is...
Well, I mean, I've gotten enough teleport places now that I can get to. The only thing I don't remember is if I found a snow place. That's what I should do. I should go start labeling my my teleports. Okay, and come on, my horses. Horse, come here.
I mean, villages and the place you guys are at, they're really good to start. And I guess you can make them homes as well, but in particular. There's like a really good area, lots of goodies in it as well. I like to start in.
I feel like I remember these berries being good for something. I just don't remember what.
Berries?
How do I plant them? It just wants me to eat them.
Oh, you shear the bushes.
No,
This
and I can do
cactus
more.
looks so...
No, you just get the one. But
Oh.
there's a perk that makes it spread, which is kind of annoying after a while.
This cactus looks really weird.
That's because those are cacti, not cactus seeds. So,
Oh, there's cactus. I got cactus seeds too. Okay.
Oh, I
What
just
is
planted the
this one?
cactus so it would grow.
This was. I should have brought my map. I was gonna call it a wooded village. Alright, how do I rename things again?
Right click and then on the very top.
There it is. Okay.
Wait, will the cactus I planted not grow? Or is it just the seeds that grow?
No, they both grow, but you get slightly more from, I think, a longer lived grown from seed.
Oh boy. Oh no, what is that? That's okay. Well, there's a dragon here, so that's not good.
And apparently someone was blown up by a witch?
I made
Do I need to be at that
some
place to
bad
actually
comments.
rename it? Yes. Please don't die.
I'm just exploring till I find a decent structure.
Okay. So that place is dangerous. Oh, who's that? What's happening? James!
Sounds like he's early.
This is just a forest. Put forest pond.
I don't like the jungle.
Okay, here's the desert one.
When you renamed them,
What?
Inoc has to make sure he has access to them again.
Who does?
Me, if we've had them before, but I haven't had most of the ones you have.
I was gonna say I don't think most of the ones I have are. I have found most of mine from dying.
I explored and actually found them, so.
Oh, it is nighttime.
But it is nighttime.
Um,
James, can you hear us? Because we can't hear you.
Let me know when you're sleeping. I'm watching stream as well.
okay. Sorry. Home. Oh, good. That was the last of my experience. Horse. Hi ho, silver. I should probably bring equipment with me this time. Especially considering that one, the one village next to the corrupt lands
Uh-huh.
has a dragon near it, burning the countryside.
Oh, that sounds like fun.
Mm-hmm.
Burning the countryside is always good.
Are you working on enclosing those fish?
No, I was planting cactus.
Oh, fair. I am sleeping, I'm sorry. Oh, what? Did I
Oh,
punch you?
Aries left because he was apparently drowning at the time? Or something?
No, you guys said you were sleeping. So as soon as you said you were
Oh, that makes it so we can... Okay. Because you didn't have a place to sleep. Yeah.
sleeping. I'm just exploring. Show non-video, show my camera, show my screen.
Alright, let's get... shield. Where's my saber? Do you have my saber?
I do have your saber.
I can make a new one. It's fine.
I mean, it's alright. Here, no, you take that one.
Am I heard now?
Now we can hear
No.
you, yes.
I restarted my PC.
That would do it.
Oh.
What is my attack at? 12? Did I get a new tier of weapon? Does it really go from 8 to 16? That's annoying. Oh no, steel. Too bad I don't have any steel.
It still requires nether access. Or
Does
nether digging, yeah.
Desert Mirmax saber. Oh, any of the Mirmaxes. Okay.
You can trade
I-
with me, Max, if you wanted to do
can
go
do
on that route. You can trade with those.
Aren't those the like bug tunnels?
Yeah, the ants. Yeah, you can trade with them.
How?
You have to develop. You have to kill a different ant colony and then give them some of the resin, or if you find some resin, and then you can get some. What is it called? Reputation with them, and then once you have enough reputation, you start to trade with them, and you can build your own colony. 100% loyal colony with your own queen and everything, if you choose
That's
to.
cool. And what does that get you?
Your own colony.
Okay. Okay.
Defense. Or attack. They can take down quite a bit of stuff.
What do I just need to chitin? What are the chances we have some?
What are you looking for?
I was just thinking if we had any chitin. I don't think we do. I don't remember fighting any of those.
Yeah, I
Oh.
haven't found a village this entire time.
I know I've been in an ice area. I don't remember if I had found a teleport for it. So that's part of why I'm going that, so because I want to find the whatever it is I need to do to get the chilled liner or whatever.
Oh, you need the frost powder and the frost rods.
Yeah. Do we not have another set of iron armor? I don't see any. Okay, well, I guess I'm making more armor. We might have lost it in the...
There's a good chance we did.
Not a big deal. If we have an extra set, we have an extra set. It's not like we're running out of iron anytime soon.
I don't know. It could be close.
We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.5 stacks of blocks. So whatever 5.5 stacks times 9 is how much iron ingots we have.
Yeah, that's not a whole lot.
I could always hunt down that place to go get more too, because I didn't get it all.
Alright, I kind of have some dirt walls semi-protecting our fish place.
I see that. You gonna put a door in somewhere?
That would mean I'd have to thought about actually having a door.
Make sure that it's at least 2 deep for most of the spots, because if it's not covered, then ice will freeze over and kill wherever it's not too deep. If you have like a full area of fish.
Oh,
The
we
water
gotta make it too
itself
deep in
is
the
too deep?
water?
Yeah. For if it freezes in that area, if you have like ice that freezes, then
I don't remember if it freezes or not. It might.
I think it does, but the fishes survived, so...
Right.
yeah, I lost like most of my fish when I first did that, and I was pissed. So.
Can I combine these throwing knives? You know?
You can expand it with an enchant, but I don't know if you can combine them. I don't use throwing stuff though. I just use bows and
Cost
melee.
2. Oh yeah. It does that. Let me go get some experience from the pigs. Or I guess I could do chickens too.
Chickens are better experience.
Do we... Hold on, I'm deleting a bunch of eggs.
Why are you deleting the eggs?
We don't need them.
You could just cook them for more, you know, eating eggs or edible eggs.
We have an infinite supply of eggs. We'll be okay.
I mean, that's...
You have 64 rotten eggs? Jeez. Use them
For what?
for personal pets. So you can get more XP when you're running around. Or going underground even. If you go explore underground.
What can you tame with rotten eggs?
They're... What do you mean? What are you gonna... Ooh, I might find a way to get over there, but I never found a house for myself. So throwing rotten eggs has a chance to spawn a whatever it's called. And then but it's not soulbound. So if you right-click it as soon as it spawns, you can set it to patrol, follow, or sit until they're, and then they grow into the larger version. They're really, really strong, especially early in the game, especially for protecting your area or just kind of some of the easy
Okay.
crawling.
What
So,
creature
ran
is it
away.
that you're speaking of?
It's running away. It's trying to
demon
get to your fish.
I don't know. It's the Ventoraptor, I think. The Velocichicken. Velocichicken.
Cockatrice.
Yeah, that thing. Velocichicken.
All right. So I got one. Now what do I do with it?
Right click on it,
I did.
and you have one of three options.
Yeah, it's
Follow,
on
control.
follow. It really
follow?
wants to eat those fish, Casey. Just so
It
you-
won't attack them. It's relatively friendly.
So how do I make this a pet?
It is a pet. It spawns as a pet, but you don't get
Oh.
the soul bind it
I don't get to. Why not?
because that's just how the rotten egg stuff works. Come on, baby.
So is this a baby and it needs to grow up?
It does. Oh crap! I should have gone to the backside, but there's a dragon there. Yeah, they do get older. The first battle tower that had wormhole potions in it, I was like, ooh. I tried to rush through, but the dragon was making it lag too much. Just get maybe 4 of them. Set them to patrol or set them to follow, and go have fun.
I have 4.
Yeah, set them to, and then have them follow you around, and go kill stuff, get some levels.
All right, almost all of the fish area is pretty much all double layer.
Uh-oh. That one spawned a bunch.
Well, it can spawn up to 3, but
That's, yep. Okay. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 of them now?
Casey,
Yeah.
when you bought Monster Hunter, did you buy the Ultimate Edition?
The deluxe edition, yeah.
Okay, good.
Why?
They're dropping a DLC in a couple of days.
Already?
I mean, it's been out for.
Oh, you're right. It's been out a while.
now.
How about that? Alright, Casey, he is right about these rotten eggs. Basically, we have an army on our hands.
it's an early game army. Early game.
So, now here's the real question.
Oh my gosh.
If I get enough of them, can I take down a dragon?
No.
Okay. Worth a try.
Challenge accept. I mean, what?
What?
Although, if you do that, I want to watch, okay?
I used to do it to start off some mega battle towers because they were pissing me off. So a lot of XP, but they die really fast.
These things do? Sad.
When they're young, they do. When they're older, they path weird, and they don't fit in the caves.
What are you doing up here?
Used to bring 'em.
I was making more chickens, okay?
That's what I was gonna do.
How big do they become?
Do I need to do anything or just wait for them to get big?
They get bigger from where they're at, but they're not like huge. About 1.5 times player size, so they don't go through doors very well. But they can go through 2x2 spaces. Alright, I'm just gonna get some freaking
That
XP.
becomes big enough to be a 1.5 by 1?
1.5 by like 2, I think.
That's...
I feel like I should spawn more so that they grow up.
That... I mean, we can try, I guess.
You need
I
to make
mean,
your own pen.
Unless you're like
What?
going for something.
Well, then, like, when we come back, we can just unsit a few of them and then continue on our merry way.
They are going to be very loud, too, by the way.
Oh, there's a zombie at the door. Why are you here? Did you kill my villager? I bet you did. It's okay. I wasn't trading with that one. A seedy place. What are you doing?
I'm just leveling up real quick. I'm getting tired of looking because I can't find anything.
That was us for the longest time.
You what?
When we were like exploring and couldn't find anything.
All right, guys. Let me combine these.
It is nighttime, by the way.
Oh, is it? Not that yet. Hey, it wasn't my luck to, we're sleeping, to get a, stupid Reaper.
Yeah, that was my luck for the longest time.
It's like, not even sleeping safe.
Nothing is safe in this game.
No.
You guys are fine.
Yeah. So.
You
How's
guys were
work been, Ed?
fine.
Say that again, James?
How's work been, Ed?
Me?
Yep. I haven't talked to you in like 2 weeks.
That's true. It's been okay.
Busy?
Yeah. This last week I had 2 conferences. So that kept me...
Kind of thought with the ground thawing you might get a little busy.
Yeah. Not a pickaxe. Casey must have stole it. Not a big deal. I don't know what happened to some of my tools.
I probably stole a lot of them.
You're fine.
Casey's like, they are mine now.
I mean, the amount of times I was dying, it was worth it. I mean, not actually in the long scheme of things, but you know.
In the moment.
Sure. Actually, that's not bad either. Okay.
I'm trying to give enough time in between my harvesting so I don't summon the weird creature of death. The flying poison potato.
Yes, I'm getting so lucky.
What are you getting so lucky with?
Oh, I need my iron back. I think 2 things I just got legendary.
Oh, nice.
Whatever that's called. Qualities. Including my saber, which is nice.
Oh, so you made a new saber? Or just been
Well, the
healing?
one you had. Yeah, I healed it. I'm trying to remember. Can I use that enchanting table?
I believe so. The one underneath the house, right?
Well, I put one upstairs.
Oh.
Yeah.
Why'd you put one upstairs when we had one downstairs already?
I don't know.
Efficiency.
I mean, technically the one downstairs was probably closer, but...
I'm like, that upstairs sounds less efficient than going down, you know, one flight of stairs.
Yeah. You're right.
As opposed to doing, what, 2, probably?
I don't know. Alright, let's go ahead and
Could be
bring-
worse. I mean, when I played the game, I always went for the way it looked instead of what would be the most efficient.
You'd like the way this house looks, I think.
Does it have its own courtyard with a different building for each different type of thing you're doing?
Kinda.
Nice. I like the idea.
No, it does vaguely remind me of that time we took over the wooded mansion. That was when we got all the vanilla achievements for Minecraft, right?
Right.
Yep.
Because one of them was going to, yeah.
Back when James actually played with us.
I mean, it was on my world on the PS4.
Was it really? Wow.
The one that got crazy corrupted because we did the duplication glitch all the time.
Well, they patched that out, so we stopped doing it.
Right, but at that point also we were so big. That file had gotten so big.
We did
Nope,
do
that
a
was the
lot
first
of
one.
troubling. Yeah, I
Right.
thought that was the first one.
That was the first one, but we still used the
No.
duplication glitch on that one.
Yeah, the one we took over the Wooded Mansion, I think we just quit because we got bored with it.
No, we got the PC.
Yeah.
Me and Casey got PCs that could play.
Sorry, I'm watching Casey farm while talking. I struggle with the whole multitasking thing sometimes. What am I missing? Water?
That's why I'm talking while doing
Oh,
something
okay.
mundane, because it's easier for me to
Yeah.
concentrate. Uh-oh. Okay.
Fair.
I am fighting a monster in Monster Hunter.
Go figure.
That would do it.
Alright. Let's
Ouch.
go fly a kite.
Up to the highest heights.
I don't know.
I just can't. I did.
Oh, I put it all in the chest. Okay. Man, these things are loud. What do these
Right.
things eat, by the way?
What do our things eat?
Oh, I probably can check my...
The cockatrices.
I think it's seeds.
There it is. Creatures,
Because they're chickens.
avian... It's not in my...
I still haven't found a tail. I mean, Jesus.
What category is a cockatrice? It's not
I
avian.
forgot how to play the game for a second. Jeez.
Chupacabra. Wait, no. How come a cockatrice isn't in my,
Because it's not a pet. It's not a summonable either. I mean, I guess it is a pet, but it's not a summonable.
But I can't, like, look up information about it?
It's under fire and ice stuff, which means it's not under the lycanite stuff. It's just the menu that you're under. Pretty sure it's
Okay.
fire. Or ice and fire, I should say.
Yeah, it's an ice and fire thing. So I need the bestiary. Pull that. How do I wanna do
A village!
manuscripts?
You found
you have
one?
to find
I
me.
think I found... Well, I have to get to it. But I think I see something. Yeah.
How long did that take? Like 30 minutes?
It's taken quite a while, yeah.
Oh, I don't want that. I want.
Platypus.
Because we were still
Okay.
fighting the phosphorus.
With Chupacabra,
Yeah,
yeah.
chupacabra. Yeah.
Oh, there's a tracker right there. No, let me over there. No. Oh, it's making a mess near there. Come on, buddy. Come on. No.
Wait, what's the point of that village? Are you just gonna grab the waystone?
At least I have something with supplies. Like every other place I've had, I remember how the whole greed management thing.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, there's no point in picking up anything until I'm like have a place to put something. I mean, that's the main point of it.
Right.
Spellbreaker 2. So I just need a waystone. And oh, I got a library too with that.
Are you guys swimming? No.
Libraries are good.
I suppose I could just look. Whoa! I love it when they all die at once. Makes an awesome sound.
Foaming.
Making
Multi-shot
fun of our,
4? What?
Making
What?
one of our XP farms now.
This dude has multi-shot 4.
What does?
It's librarian.
Ooh. That's
Indeed.
nice.
Indeed a Rumi.
Wait, what are you? Beef? Yeah, no, which are beef. It wants you. Guys, if you're looking for all the potatoes and carrots, they're in the pig thing.
Over by the pigs? Yeah, I know.
Yeah. Because our food box was getting full.
I've stopped putting it in the food box and just been putting them straight directly there.
Oh, well, I moved all the ones out of the food box because their food box was too full.
Because I ran into that issue, like, last week or whatever, and I was like, oh, I'm just going to start throwing it over here.
Alright.
Because I have the green thumb achievement, like, going. So
the things are just like... Farming is... Yeah.
Yeah, farming just happens because apparently I am now farming Jesus.
Don't destroy the town, you stupid dragon. What is wrong with you?
Like, literally, I walk by and things start growing.
Sounds about right.
So it's
That's how
either
you... Go ahead.
Okay.
it's either farming Jesus or poison ivy, whichever is your choice.
That's how you spread the berries, is with that achievement. You walk by the little berry bushes and they'll spread out.
Oh, really?
Those berry bushes. Do we need those berries for something?
Yeah, you need wine for the end game.
Wine. That's what it was.
So you
I
need
remember
little
reading
bit-
a tip thing that it mentioned berries.
You need a little bit of the berry wine, and you need a lot of the grape wine.
Right, I don't think we've even found grapes yet.
They're in every village.
Oh.
They should be in every village.
Okay.
All right.
Well, I should be able to grab some. Alright, I'm missing my map. There it is. Alright, sleeping bag.
It is nighttime.
Alright, I'm in bed.
You know what the problem is with playing a new Monster Hunter game is?
What?
You don't recognize all the monsters, and you might spend 5 minutes hunting the wrong thing.
5 minutes or like 25 minutes?
It only took me 5 minutes to kill that thing.
Oh, okay.
We're sleeping, Eris.
I know. I know.
Alright.
I got fire monsters and stuff to avoid right now.
Okay. Alright, I got 16 levels, so I can do a little bit of enchanting.
Can you enchant weapons that automatically stay with your body when you die?
No.
Does
Well,
this not have that? Okay. Alright. Something is better than nothing.
So what is that noise I'm hearing of like a...
Are you hearing me enchant things?
It could be that. Oh, these cactus actually grew pretty tall.
am I making noise? I'm sorry.
No, you're good.
Lesser Bane of Arthropods, pass. Efficiency 1, sure, that's fine. Knockback. Yeah, I'll take knockback. Beautiful. Yeah, whatever. Alright, there. I enchanted all my stuff. It's all like level 1 stuff, enchantments, but it works. Casey?
No,
Should make sure it doesn't fall into the other cactus.
I mean, I thought that was funny.
Oh.
Apparently, though, I need an actual axe to be able to collect it. And I think we're out of axe, so I will make one.
I was saying, there should be more than enough stuff to make them. Alright. Should I bring my army with me?
Yes, I am currently fighting with a piece of bread right now. But don't you dare kill me! Oh, it's gonna kill me.
I'm gonna spawn a few more.
I don't know if they're big enough yet.
Piece of bread. Better than monsters. What can I say?
Sit, you stupid thing.
Wait, why wasn't I able to collect it?
Collect what?
The cactus piece. It's disappearing right away.
I don't know. Maybe they're too close.
No, because I'm chopping it down.
Let me see. I can't see. I'm about to die. Hold on.
Like I chop an arm off, it falls, but then nothing is there.
All right. How many of these should I take with me? Oh, there's another one over here. There it is.
Just take like 4 or so.
4? But I want to bring 5.
Then bring 5.
I think I'd be pretty qualified to say what you guys can handle at this point.
Fine.
I'm
4.
watching. Yeah, just kind of dry run it.
All right, 4 is coming with me. Are they pretty good at following?
Yeah, they're pretty good.
Okay. Do you know what they eat? Oh, that one grew up. That was cool.
Oh,
Ooh.
he's so much bigger.
That's what she said.
Yeah.
Touche.
Was that James
Yep.
or Eris?
That was Eris.
All right. Something James would say too.
There's been a couple of things you guys said that I've been like, oh no, they're streaming, don't say that.
I think that's okay for public television. So,
I got much better at not being inappropriate or swearing during Jason's streams.
Right?
Right.
It's been a lot of effort on my part.
I think a lot of effort on both our parts on that one.
I'm not being inappropriate, sure, but the not swearing has definitely been a me thing.
That's true.
Well, they haven't
Ooh.
grown up yet, except for the one. But that
what? I've got some really, really good villagers here.
that's good. All right. Do you know if they will eat raw meat? Is that something they like?
They eat seeds, but they only need seeds to heal. But they have a good regen on their own.
A couple
seeds
more
and
have
things?
grown up, by the way.
Oh, cool.
You only need seeds
Oh.
to heal.
A lot of them are growing up now.
Okay. Okay, they don't seem to care about seeds. No, I don't
If
want
they're
to.
full health, they don't care.
Well, I was hoping, like with chickens, if you feed them something, they'll like grow up faster. All right, so bring some seeds with me. Got it.
When you were gathering the cactus, what'd you use?
Axe. Oh, have you been punching them?
No, I tried the axe, but it doesn't like.
That's what I'm missing.
I can't
My bucket
collect
of water. New bucket.
Oh, that time I got one.
Okay.
Timber.
Where's our infinite water? Way back here. Okay. Why is it so hot? Puddle.
Burnt to death.
Oh, fighting a sylph. Wait, level 40?
Yeah.
I
I'm
don't
probably
know.
pretty far out.
I don't know that I've seen a thing that.
It's a massive one, yeah. But this is a really good village too. Except for the dragon that posted the corner of it. Looks like I'm having another time. Never mind.
Okay. Well, this one's not grown up yet, but hopefully it grows up soon.
Aw.
What? What happened? Following, 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 following.
Finally.
Alright, making the green dye.
Oh, where's my horse? Will they follow me while I'm on my horse?
Yeah, but you can lose them though, and then you have to go, go back to where they were. Make sure they.
Question: when I teleport, will they teleport to me?
Sometimes they do, not always.
Okay. Well,
And I don't know what the rule is for them to work.
We
All
definitely
right.
need some more lapis, by the way.
oh, for those fish.
No, this is so I can make the.
There was I had found like 9 or 10 blocks. Did you unblock them?
I'm not entirely sure yet. Hold on.
All right.
Oh, I'm dead.
So I've gotten 2 more that I haven't labeled yet. All right, they do teleport with you.
Yeah, not always though. It's weird.
So,
Yep.
are wolves worth having, or are the
I don't-
cockatrices generally better?
I don't use wolves. They have their own armor and stuff, so they might have some utility, but I wouldn't know it, to be fair.
Okay, that's fine. I can see why you said only 4, because they kind of bounce me around sometimes when they're teleporting.
That and it's acceptable loss for first run.
I mean, we have 64 more rotten eggs and more coming, so
Yeah, they go fast,
do
depending
they?
on how you use them. Yeah.
That's frustrating.
I don't know what to call this one. I guess Hilly Woods? Sure.
Okay. I got some greenhouse glass.
Okay.
So there's that.
Okay. So, one more. And this one is on the plains.
Is there any way you can show me your waystone point to the point where I can teleport there? Or do I have to go click it every time?
For what?
I'm looking for the sand is what I'll be looking for.
Oh, it's directly northeast of our home. Oh, you guys ready to sleep?
Yeah, I can.
Kind of.
All right.
Yeah.
The one playing the entirely different game.
Man, I tell you, I had to call off work today. I woke up with a migraine the size of
I'm
Texas.
in my
Ooh.
sleeping bag.
So I called off work, and then I felt better by like 4 p.m. But I was like, if I go into it now, it's still gonna count against me that I called off. So I just finished the rest of the day enjoying myself. You get 9 call-offs a year, no questions asked.
Oh.
And my other job calling off was like pulling teeth.
I remember those days.
Call off. Was someone able to cover for you? I don't know. That's your problem. Now it's like, oh, okay. They don't even ask why.
That sounds kind of cool.
Huh?
That sounds kind of cool.
Yep,
I
it's very
mean-
appreciated on my part.
My stuff doesn't even ask if I just don't show up.
Oh, you actually
Like
have
all
it
that
marked
food.
as a desert village.
Yeah.
Nice. Okay.
All right. Well then, none of these appear. I thought for sure I had one at least near a hold area.
That's what the cartographers are for. Find stuff like that.
Oh, but it is a ways away.
Yeah, it's a distance. Where am I?
I still don't think I'm gonna go for it.
You are or not?
I am.
Okay. Well, bring a saddle in case you find a horse. Unless
Like,
you have
kinda-
one registered. I didn't think you did, though. I think
No,
it
he
died.
died. He died.
Many of my villages have horses, so I can just go find a new horse whenever I need it.
Off on the journey.
Let me see about here. Alright, that's all of our immediate area. That's the desert. Well, you know what? I think there was some wooded area near the desert.
What are you on the hunt for?
Ice. Well, I don't actually know what I need, but it's something I need to kill in the ice area that gives me stuff that makes my armor not awful.
Diamonds? What are you talking about?
The liner stuff, whatever that is.
Oh.
You know what I'm talking about now?
Yeah.
Okay.
The Aussie liner? You guys don't have a lot of... Well, you guys have more blaze rods. But... Is that what you're going for, too?
Well, I'm more looking for the stuff. More of the year seems needed to be cooled than warmed. Oh,
Depends.
there's some lapis. Look at that, Casey. I found some lapis for you.
Yay!
Apparently, I forgot to bring.
I don't know. These mountains are pretty cool.
Yeah, I was gonna go back to the desert because I think there was at least a cold area near it. Okay.
I'm glad I forgot that was there.
What?
A random, like, crab-like creature that looked very scary. And I was like, YOLO, I'm out.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, there is an ice place around here.
Where? Are you over by the desert?
No, I was headed toward the desert, but I have found
Oh.
the ice place.
Right, which would be near it. Okay. I need experience. Die, sheep. Why is this one cockatrice not growing up?
It does. Just give it time.
Like, I have 3 adults and this one baby.
Listen, some people just grow up at different rates, okay?
Oh, right, I forgot the cockatrices shoot lasers.
Like Adam.
These things are awful to run into in the wild.
Yeah, look at all this ice and snow.
Okay.
Yeah, go by the mountains on
Harry,
your way
you
to
the
the
one that's been
desert.
talking to us via chat lately?
No, but depends. Do you like that guy?
Yeah, he was entertaining. At least asking.
Yeah, he's pretty cool.
Okay. I couldn't remember your name or his name, but I'm like, you know, I've never talked to this Aries guy before.
You're,
Right.
So you're the one who was commenting on D&D stuff too, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
That also depends.
No,
It's
that
good.
Made, yes, good stuff. All right.
Although I still think Ed likes his nickname, but
No.
You don't like Peck?
The only thing I kind of like about it is the fact that it makes me think of Willow.
That's not where they
From
came
Buffy
from.
the Vampire Slayer?
No, the movie.
Oh.
Yeah, that's
Showed
old.
my age right there.
I mean, Willow's pretty old too.
Yeah, well, it's
Is it?
Yes.
ooh, I think
No,
I'm
it was-
into the
It was just a
spruce forest.
commentary on your... Because I play very technical, but I don't have a lot of. Why am I freezing and disconnecting?
Me?
No, I play very technical when I play D&D, but I don't have a lot of good roleplay because I'm just not adept at it. And I was just commenting that you play very well, but you don't have a lot else going on. So I was making fun of you being like a.
We play quite it frequently, and we are kind of loose with the rules a little bit.
No, I don't. I mean, I'm just saying I'm not good at it. I'm not saying I'm not commenting on what you're good at. I'm just not saying you're not showing it.
Oh, this jerk.
I typically try to make characters that are like fun to play in battle. And like role playing ends up being like a backseat to what's happening. But we have a few people in our party who love role play, and so we end up doing a lot more of it.
I like doing things that just seem impossible. Like when you're having a combat and you're like, you know what? I'm gonna try this really crazy stunt and see if it works.
Ugh. This horse cannot jump for life of it. Okay. Can I get those things by killing whatever this is?
No! I don't want to deal with those again.
I also know that I kind of gave like so the first campaign I hand wrote, there was a lot of role playing elements to it, and then this campaign I hand wrote. Casey complained that, like, not complained, but he was like, you know, there's not really a whole lot of role-playing chances. Even though I gave them a massive one that they never did anything about.
Right, it's up to the players.
Like, their friend, the characters thought that one of the characters' fiancés got summoned to them.
Casey, you need a beast saddle? Is that right?
And nobody
maybe.
double-checked the guy.
Well, if I kill enough of these things...
I like how we got on this tangent just because I called him Peck.
These are the tangents that happen.
Get them, birds! Fire your lasers, blah!
Kind of think you'll appreciate this because you've been with me when I've been writing my character stuff lately. So one of the characters' fiancés got summoned to them by what they thought was a wish spell, and no one talked to the character's fiancé or nothing. No words were said to him. They they haven't quite found out yet, except Casey knows that the character that they thought was one of the fiancés was actually a changeling who just assassinated the strongest man in the world, who they left at his tower.
That's a hard one to decipher right away, though.
Yeah, but no one
clues.
So the story is one of them's a warlock. He was inside of his lamp. His genie's been captured by the enemy, though. So while he's in his lamp, he sees his genie chained to the ground with a lord next to him offering him power. And he's like, no, I don't want that. And then he's like, how about and then he wishes for his family to come there. And they got just the fiance, and they didn't even talk to him once. They're just like, oh, he's here now.
Like, as a character, I wasn't even introduced to his name.
Yes, yeah. The two people who didn't know who he was didn't even get told what his name is.
I still don't remember what his name is.
I don't know either. You have to ask Kelsey, to be honest. Like, I'm customizing the story for her, but I don't think she's actually named him yet. But I was just like, an insight check, anything. Like, the guy you wished from
you ready to sleep?
is controlled by the enemy.
I forgot to bring...
Maybe they try to bring somebody.
Sleep things.
That's funny.
I personalize stories for each of the characters inside the main story.
Alright,
They all have a personal storyline.
I'm asleep.
Casey's is probably my favorite.
So Casey and James have their own campaign going.
Yeah.
With other friends, and then our whole party from the stream has another one, except for we replaced Casey with a different person from Spring Arbor. Because Casey does something church related, so he only wants to do it every other week.
It's a small
Fair.
group.
He already
so.
plays quite
Small
a bit.
group.
So.
Fair, yeah. But at any point, we could be talking about 3 different campaigns.
Yep.
When we talk D&D.
That's funny.
Oh.
Ed, what are you doing tomorrow?
Finishing my sermon, and then packing the Mother's Day gifts. I'm apparently freezing. How do I warm up?
Are you gonna be online tomorrow at all?
I thought you guys had D&D tomorrow.
No, Casey's got a birthday party we're canceling. We're not playing D&D, I think, for 2 more weeks, 2 more Saturdays.
I'm pretty sure I'm dead here, because I have no way to warm myself up, and I'm in the middle of a snow zone. I should have... What do you mean there's not enough room to call my horse? Come on.
But I wanted to talk to you about Casey's personal storyline.
It's the cockatrices. They won't let me summon the horse.
I do tend to do some stuff where the other people playing characters aren't in the room. That way metagaming can't be brought into it.
I can plan to be online at some point, but I need to finish. Dang it!
Just message me. I'm not doing nothing tomorrow. So.
All right. Where am I?
I think I found like a graveyard. This is bad.
All right. It's nighttime, and I need to run to the bathroom. So I'll be back.
I didn't thought that was a friendly. My bad. Well, I'm dead now. So there's that.
How'd you die?
I died by a Keppel Crake. Yeah, a cripple crake. Oof.
Alright, go find that battle tower so I can go help you guys out. Get over there.
I should have, while I was traveling, I should have summoned my summonable.
Correct. I think you should have as well.
Good to know.
Ow, I just broke everything in my body.
Hey, well, it shows where I died.
Yeah, if you have a copy of it, yeah, it does. Easy peasy.
That was very evil during the nighttime.
You could have disconnected and then we would have slept the night away.
That's what we should have done.
I'm not here to tell you what to do. I'm only doing that in chat.
No, you're good.
Don't kill me. Don't kill me, you.
So how do you make the secondary map or atlas?
You put an atlas, a empty atlas to the right of an atlas, and you make a copy of it. Let me get my stuff? Question mark. Do I not
Right.
care?
We need a compass. Okay.
Right, you need compass and a thingy.
Yeah, we have lots of book and quills, so we're good on that.
Ooh, great.
another Atlas made. Just in case, I am going to take the wool armor because of how cold it was. Otherwise, I am taking almost nothing.
I'm not going to say that's risky. That seems a little risky.
I mean, I have a weapon. I have a weapon, a suitcase, and an atlas. Flying would make this so much easier.
Yeah, flying mounts are kind of pivotal early game.
It doesn't seem like it's so far away. But I did kind of go north for almost no reason. Yeah, see, last time I went through all the mountains, and that took so long that I totally was going the wrong way for part of it.
Yeah, the mountains kind of push you in certain directions. Ooh, sheep bumps.
So, Aries, are you a sports fan at all?
No, I don't really follow much for sports.
Because one of the other reasons why I didn't stream was because I was watching the draft for a while.
Yeah, no worries.
That is something that my wife would kill me if I tried to do.
To watch the draft?
Yes!
Why?
My wife, who doesn't even like watching the football games, is not going to watch 6 hours of the NFL draft.
Not 6 hours, just the 4.
It doesn't change anything.
It's only 4 hours on, like, you know, the Friday and Saturday. Or no, the Thursday and Friday. Saturday's like 6 hours. That one's too long. That one I agree is too long.
My wife's not going to watch any of the draft. And probably complain incessantly if I put it on the TV. No offense to her at all. Like, I'd get it. If she wanted to watch 4 hours of some reality TV show, it'd probably bother me. Nah.
Oh, it's a hypnotist.
conversation.
Station.
If I want. Yeah, you wouldn't.
Playing incessantly.
You probably would. I also said rightfully so.
Johnny Depp will save you.
I don't think that'll happen at all. I feel like Johnny Depp has his own problems right now.
Yeah, Johnny Depp has a lot of problems right now. That's probably not something we should talk about on stream, though.
I mean, I feel like it can be worse.
Yeah, he could be R. Kelly. Or Chris Brown.
Have you been following the case at all?
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Yep, I've heard all the recordings, and I have my opinions that I'm not gonna share.
Alright, that sounds so cryptic.
Probably not gonna watch Aquaman 2.
Alright, that sounds better.
Like I said, I don't really think it's something we should want to talk about on stream, though. Half the people are gonna hate you, half the people are gonna like you.
No, I think it's pretty one-sided on this one.
I've seen some posts that it's not one-sided at all.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I've almost seen all one-sided for
I think
Captain
most
Jack.
people are for, yeah, but there's also a group of people who just solely believe that men can't be beat, so.
Why does all the good conversation happen while I'm gone?
We're talking about Johnny Depp, sort of.
Oh, I know. I can hear everything.
Oh,
I forgot I had to change my laundry too. So it took me longer. I don't know what to comment
another
on
village.
first. There was a thing with your wife.
yep.
Where?
Yeah, she came in here and flicked me. I don't think I made her sound like a bad person at all, but... I said she wouldn't watch the NFL draft for 4 hours.
Oh, yeah, so that was the first thing. As is inevitable. Kill it.
What's inevitable?
Oh, I walk out of the room and sports comes up.
Could be worse. You could walk into the room and it's gonna come up.
No, but I just think it's hilarious that you guys wait for, Darn it.
I don't think we wait for you, it's just natural progression. You just happen to not be in the room.
No!
In case he was trying to get to know Aries a little more, ask him if he likes sports.
I did it on purpose. I waited. Gotta stoke those fires of.
And then we talked about Johnny and Amber.
I don't care about that. No, there was something else about... I actually had something to say, but... Topics changed and ADHD kicked in, and now I don't remember.
Oh yeah, I only remember the two topics.
Can we
I don't know what
slip?
we're talking about.
We slip. Can we sleep?
We can sleep, yes.
If I can find a bed in this stupid
Yes. And you go. Oh, this is a good spot too.
village. Is there a bed in here?
I did find all of my stuff, by the way.
Hey,
Still need to find my
And
stuff.
killed the thing that killed me.
hey.
I can't kill the thing that killed me because it was cold.
Alright,
I can
I'm in my
find the
bed
bed.
with evil things around me. So,
You can-
None
Can
of
make
these
a
houses
campfire.
have beds.
you're the one that asked to sleep, too!
I know, but... I
You
want
didn't even
to
have a
sleep.
bed before you said that?
No, but I'm in a village. You would think one of the 10 houses here has a bed.
You would think.
If I die from a zombie eating me, it's your fault.
I agree.
It's like there's no argument with me.
He's breathing down my neck. I can't move.
Bed! I see it. Alright, I'm in bed.
I wake up and he kills me.
Cross the catwalk.
Did you die when it woke up, you said?
Ugh.
So,
Alright, I'll take the blame for that one.
so it was breathing on top of me while I was in my bed. The minute I woke up, it attacked me, and then another one came and killed me.
I see it. The blighted one. Oh,
Yeah.
Sorry.
Kind of funny, to be honest.
Come on.
Alright.
I don't... Hey, see, I don't remember where I died. Is it on the map?
It typically will be, yeah. I'll go ahead and make 2 more maps.
Good call. Eris, congratulations.
What happened?
I don't know, you killed something.
Oh. Yay.
Apparently for the first time.
I've been looking around. I haven't found anything, so I'm gonna see if I can get some things to come visit.
Come on.
How long are you guys gonna be on that one?
Probably till I get a phone call to go pick up my wife from the airport.
No. I meant like that particular mod.
Oh, for a while, I think.
Yeah, because there's a lot to this mod. I'm told that
It's-
the late game is ridiculous.
It's kind of evil.
But I might actually download this one. It's just I feel like every time I download one, 2 weeks later, 3 weeks later, you guys are on a new one.
I mean, that is kind
Well-
of fair.
We haven't been on this one too long, but like we're not even mid-game in this yet.
Yeah, we're still early game.
And Ares has done this one a lot, haven't you?
Yeah.
I have. Yeah.
So do you play actual like Elden Ring?
No, I don't play Elden Ring.
Oh, just a Minecraft version of it?
This
is that what you would have got? Ooh, look at that.
That's
Yeah.
the best way I could use to
That's how they
describe
described it.
All right.
Matt, are you going to be getting Monster Hunter?
I don't know. It's hard for me to decide because I don't. Scarlet Crusade. What is that?
I'm working my way towards you guys.
If you want to,
I just
help.
have less time to play video games right now. Where did the teleporter go? I finally have enough experience, and now I can't find it in this stupid village.
You should mark it somehow.
How?
Build a giant tower on top of it.
That would involve having tools.
You guys want to hear something kind of entertaining?
Sure.
So my wife's job is hiring for a ops manager.
A what?
An ops manager for the building.
Oh, for like scheduling and stuff?
Yep. And they want a degree, but the last person that had the job doesn't have a degree. So a couple of the BCBAs are like, why don't you apply for it?
What are you?
So I applied for it, and as I applied for it, a couple days later,
No!
go-
I just got enough experience! I hate you! Gah!
Ed is dying by something.
I figured I'll wait till he gets done dying to finish the
He
story.
is officially died now. Go ahead.
Okay. So, a couple days after I applied for it, they told my wife, it's funny that you, that your husband applied for it, because we actually want to offer it to you. So they offered it to my wife for the job that I applied
not
for.
working with you. No, it's back! Where are the protectors?
It must have
Protect
killed
me.
everything.
What was your question, Ed?
Was that
doesn't mean she
recent
doesn't
or was
get to
that
work with kids anymore?
a
It
while
was
ago?
recent, like today. Like last
Oh,
couple of
okay.
days.
Like, I
So
wouldn't
I'm like,
think she would
I
take it
thought you
because
liked
of
your
that.
current job.
I do. Well, I did. They're doing things that are irritating me, but also
Ah.
this is $12,000 more a year.
Touche.
So,
I mean, yeah, that field pays pretty well.
my wife isn't gonna take it, not because of me, because she doesn't want to do the ops side of things. She wants to do the clinical stuff. She wants to work with the kids and everything, which you won't be doing as an ops manager.
That's what I was saying. Is I didn't think that would be a hard like sell to tell somebody who's doing that kind of job. Like, hey, you could sit
Want to do
behind a desk
paperwork
all day.
instead?
It's just like no.
My wife thought about it, but yeah, she just doesn't want to do the paperwork, or she don't want to work. She wants to work with the kids. So
Yeah, I mean,
she's gonna tell them that she's gonna tell them no. She's
you
gonna
said
take them
she
for.
is studying to be a BCBA. You said.
No, I want her to. Well, she didn't want to be a BCBA partly because she won't work with the kids as much.
Well,
Well, she's definitely not going to do nothing
does.
but work.
Just it's not the one-on-one stuff.
Right. But there's also other reasons like money. But,
Well, some BCBAs can still tech because they can bill for more as a BCBA.
Uh-oh!
oh,
But
Dragon!
most of them, they need more supervisors.
so
Where's our dragon?
she's going to tell them that she doesn't want it. I think why she doesn't want it, and then say, "But my husband would be good at it." So
I visited my old work
Oh,
the other day, so so I got to see my old supervisors.
What a jerk. Oh,
I haven't talked to my old supervisors in a while now.
A couple of them said they're gonna try to come to church tomorrow or Sunday, whatever
That's
day.
nice.
Nice.
But no, I thought it was amusing that I applied for a job and then like a couple days later they offered it to my wife. So I don't know if I'll be able to get it or not because they want a degree even though the current one doesn't have one. But we'll see. I mean, all I do is computer work now.
Right.
Just changing the type of computer work I do.
I think you'd be good at scheduling.
Yep, I used to schedule before. I used to be the supervisor at a.
I mean, scheduling
Security.
scheduling for ABA is a whole different world, though.
Well, I'm talking about just scheduling though around a bunch of college kids who don't want to work the weekends.
See, it's not just that; it's like scheduling the kids and then getting texts to work those kids,
No, I know.
knowing which people are trained to work with which kids and which
Oh,
techs don't like working with certain supervisors, and it's
that part is not going to matter. It currently doesn't matter. That last part. We don't have enough text to be like, hey, you can just choose to not work with this particular person. So,
Alright, making the run out to see if I can gather my stuff for the third time.
I still need to escape this village before
but it's
I
also
get my stuff back. It's gonna despawn.
my stuff despawned. How did my stuff
also
despawn?
hiring and other stuff too, payroll.
Oh, you would do hiring too?
Yeah.
Oh,
That's
it's
a.
not despawned.
Did you say payroll too?
Yep.
That's a lot for one job.
And
Well, how
possible
big is
job
this
fairs.
clinic? How big is this clinic? How many supervisors?
There's probably 6 BCBAs.
That's about the same size as the clinic I came from.
7. Hold on. Hey, Monique. Oh, only 3?
Oh, so that's smaller. Okay.
Who's the and then their boss who isn't there yet. Then their boss who also isn't there yet. Are they hiring more BCBAs?
She doesn't have a caseload.
I could have sworn you guys had more not that long ago.
Ooh, enough. Okay.
Bob quit.
So here's the question. Do you think the dragon's still there?
No,
Does the dragon keep moving?
they kind of do their own thing.
Kids, you guys know.
All right, now that I got enough experience, I gotta find the teleporter again and hope that random things don't appear to kill me in the process.
Okay.
I still have to deal with the problem that I don't actually remember where I was or how I got to those mountains.
I mean, I have the graves marked on the atlas, so
Okay.
14.
at least on mine. I don't know about yours. Yeah,
Uh,
that dragon's
I
still
didn't-
there.
Mark them. Did you?
You got 3
Doesn't it
BCBAs.
mark them automatically?
It does mark them automatically, yes.
Okay.
If you had it in your inventory, it will. Otherwise, it won't.
Okay.
I am not going back to the dragon, so screw
Alright.
you, dragon.
You said you made extra atlases?
Yeah, there's one extra still.
Okay.
About 12 techs, not including my wife.
Oh, yeah, that place is considerably smaller than... I don't know about considerably. They had... 7 supervisors?
But it's
And each
it's
supervisor had
between-
a pretty good
the
caseload.
job is between 50 and 60,000 a year.
Ooh.
Yep. Which I imagine if I do get it with no degree, I'll probably be at the lower end of that. Aha.
Fair.
But for my wife, it'd only be if they gave it to my wife at the lower end, she'd only make about $2,000 more a year. If they give it to her at the higher end, 12,000 more.
Is it nighttime? Can we sleep?
It is close to nighttime. I don't know if it actually
I'm in
is.
bed.
But... I'm sleeping.
Same.
I will be just a second.
I really need to
Seriously?
start that shop.
One more. Oh no, I can't. No, I can't. I can't. course it's locked.
I gotta talk to Ian this weekend, by the way. See if
Okay.
there's room for one more person at the table.
That's your DM?
Half the time at the moment, we're splitting it.
Okay. Who's not sleeping? There we go.
At this time, it pretty much depends on whether or not Micah joins.
Right.
Spot.
Battle Tower has no.
I gotta talk to the other guy too. I gotta talk to Ian first. See if he has room for one more person at his house. Unless one he's never met before. And then if he says yes, I gotta talk to a guy from my old job who wants to start that business with me. But he's never actually played Dungeons and Dragons, so...
Okay, so... Where did I die? No, that was when I died in the water. It was in the mountains somewhere. Oh, there's your death spots. Did you go north when you died?
Yes. I'm working on the one by the river. By the lots of rivers.
For the life of me, I can't remember what direction I went. Or if I was even near home when I went that direction. Come here, horse. Let's try... You know what? I think it might have just been over here. I think I went up one of these mountains right next to us. Maybe. Okay. Figure out where.
What?
Ashton Faradon.
I almost had it. It wasn't taking a lot of damage though, and there's no warp potions in this battle tower, which sucks.
What do those do?
Wormholes, so I can get to you guys.
No. I don't know what that is. Sure. Up here, maybe? Ugh. I hate going on through the woods on a horse. Okay. I probably should have grabbed that armor that keeps you warm.
The wool armor?
Yeah. That is the reason I died. No, it's not this one. What is that? It's pink.
Alright, I have collected my things. You know, for me trying to make it to a desert, this is one weird way to do it.
Right? Oh Lord, my death spot isn't on the map. Hey, it'd be real
How
cool
far-
if this world loaded.
How far away were you?
I don't know. The funny thing is, I remember finding that place once before. That's where I just was.
I must have dropped some of my metal armor or despawned or something.
Is it over here? No? Cool.
You left the game?
Yeah, my world wasn't loading.
Oh, okay.
Is that, and I need to like see. Not
That makes
into
sense.
this. There we go. Okay.
How'd you break your world?
Oh. It gets weird sometimes.
Now, just to let you know, Aries, sometimes this world isn't available 24/7.
That's okay. I got like 2 of the worlds I'm playing on.
Okay. I do try to put it up when I remember to. It's just, it's on the computer I use for work. So
If
anytime
I do
I'm
get
using
this
it-
job, I can get the server back up and running.
I have more than good enough internet. It's just I gotta remember to keep the server up.
Right, but if you ever have a power outage or anything like that,
We can always just... I mean, if I have a power outage, I'm out playing anyways.
Right?
right, but Casey and the other guys would still be able to do it. If I get the server back up and running.
Oh man, you're not wrong. That desert is quite a distance.
You guys
I
remember
told
when you
you.
wanted panda bears?
I'm gonna just die.
Wait, say that again, James?
You all remember when you wanted panda bears as pets?
Right?
And I traveled, I don't know how far,
That
Five-
was
just to
Probably
have
was
it
a
die
nightmare.
halfway back.
I remember that. I felt so bad for you.
I was so frustrated.
I did that too, didn't I?
Yeah,
I remember being part of that journey.
I think you were part of the second journey where we failed again.
We eventually did get panda bears, though.
Whoa, what is this?
That's cool.
It's just a tree. I mean, there's a lot of
See-
different shapes of trees, but it's just a tree.
That's a very large looking tree. It has like
Very
glow
cool.
stones.
Yeah, it's just a tree.
You know what would be cool, Ed?
Huh.
If they made a Wheel of Time Minecraft.
There is a Mistborn mod.
There.
No, horse! Stop it! Stop being on fire.
I don't know what I feel about this swamp here.
Sorry, yeah, there is a Mistborn mod. Gives like you start out as a Mistling or whatever it's called.
Mistborn is the one where you eat the different types of metal.
Yeah, you eat metal. Uh-huh.
They have Origins mod. You guys can roleplay / play different types.
Origins?
Yeah.
What's Origins?
Dragon Age?
No, it's like you can play Minecraft as a something else.
What is her
It's like-
name?
Oh, my stuff is stuck
Oh,
in with the
I
skeleton.
don't know what that is. But, okay. You discover a sylph. My horse just died!
Or Sylph
No!
is a type of fairy, isn't it?
Yeah.
Apart
That
from the
looks cool
Feywild.
though.
Oh, there's a blighted one. Ooh, I want it though. I want it. I want it.
There's two of them now. Gurhis.
Is one from the soul of your horse?
No, I don't know. I'm just letting him eat me.
Level 40. Hey, I found a turkey.
Yeah, I've seen turkeys.
Did you guys know that turkey was almost America's national bird?
I did actually know that. Yes.
That sounds stupid.
Well, there's only two birds that are only in America, and that is the eagle and the turkey.
No.
And Ben Franklin thought the turkey better represented the U.S.
How do I copy this atlas again?
You have to make a blank one and then put it in the crafting table.
Okay.
In hindsight, he might be right. Actually.
I don't remember how to make one. Oh, I have to combine it with a compass?
And a book and quill, yeah.
Okay.
You say book and quill?
Oh, come on.
Yes.
Oh, okay. Not exactly what it sounded like.
Alright. Alright, I got a spare one there.
I absolutely love the ability to just fly through the air whenever I want.
Where did I die? Is it over here maybe? What does the sword mean?
I have no
Sword.
idea.
Realize Psycho Ed. That, I don't know, that's a village. But that could be it. I need to start labeling these villages on this map, too. Alright, well, I need
Oh,
some
that
stone.
was worrisome.
Ugh, I need to grab a saddle because my horse is dead. Ugh. Right, leather. How do I make saddle again? String. And is it iron or iron nuggets? Number. Ugh. SAD.
How close are we to sleeping?
What? I can sleep. Sorry, I'm just in the house.
It's getting
always
close.
I'll go get.
Too bad there wasn't a mod to like make it so daytime lasts longer.
Right? Well,
I feel like you guys are sleeping every 5 minutes.
you're
You
probably
can turn
right.
off, the day cycle. But
Get this iron
that's
armor.
a part of this mod. It's the difficulty of it.
It's not. It's only hard in the beginning. It gets easy. Gets easy pretty quick.
You finding a spot to sleep? There it is. Okay.
Okay. Maybe I should just take. Oh right, I should bring my wool armor this time.
Nice. Suit up is good.
Yeah. There's iron armored over here.
Should have switched weapons for this.
Just bring an iron boomerang, I guess. Alright. Oh, right, I need experience.
Whoa! I just had a weird deja vu.
What?
It like the server lagged and I did a teleportation backwards.
Yeah, it wasn't even moving. I thought.
I did the same thing, yeah.
Ow. I'm being bullied.
Alright, apparently we have the most food for pigs. At least in the chest. I could go back inside and find other stuff, I suppose. That should be enough to get places. Okay. Let me check, see if there's wheat in here. Yeah, there we go. I love it when they all die at once.
Ooh, there's a cool couple of towers over here.
Yeah, that's one whole. It's bigger than just that. If you take a look down the middle.
Is it a roguelike?
No. It's
Whoa!
Just a structure. Yeah, bigger.
Okay. Cool.
That is cool looking. I want to mark it.
Alright. I'm going to bring 2 of you.
I don't know. I'm going to mark it as that thing. Thanks for the regeneration. Appreciate it.
I wish more horses would spawn in our field that's right next to us and I didn't have to teleport somewhere else to go get them.
Ooh, I did find a waystone too.
Really? It's in the middle of a field?
Yeah.
Nice. That looks like dragon scorch marks, Casey.
Where?
Like straight ahead by those dinosaurs.
You're probably right. Also, what is...
Is it already nighttime?
No.
It's just well, it's an interesting way of protecting, but yeah, it's so things don't kill you when they come out.
What is?
So it's another portal? Encased in water?
Yeah, the portals themselves, active portals are extremely dangerous,
Did you mark that in?
but it's not active.
Did you mark that in the on the map?
No, I'm going to, though.
Name it.
What am I supposed to name it as?
Nether portal?
I put it as another portal.
Oh. Oh yeah, there it is. Okay, that's not too far. All right, where? Oh, where? Wasn't there? Where did I think this was? This one? So I need to figure out which one of these this village is. I had a sinking feeling. Hold on, I think that's. Is that the river? Oh no, this is the one in the middle of nowhere. Wooded Village? This one. Here. Okay.
Come on, horse. I want to tame you.
Oh wait.
I miss Bella.
There we go.
What?
Remember the horse Bella that could jump like 20 feet in the air?
Oh, I know.
She was the best horse. Thing could jump on top of houses.
Love me. I should bring armor. I forgot to bring armor for my horse. Oh well.
I also did not bring armor for the said horse. But I now have a horse.
Do you
Did
love
you at least
me?
bring a saddle?
I did, yes.
Yeah, I remembered. I reminded him to bring a saddle. Because he never does, remember?
I do not.
What is your coordinates?
How do we find that?
If you hold a compass, you can see. I'll see how far I am.
Casey.
Ed's the wrong person to ask. He does not do coordinates.
I don't.
Me and
Why does
Casey
this
used to
horse
all
hate
the
me
time be
so much?
like,
Will you
"It's these
just-
coordinates."
Why?
Why doesn't it show it in F3? Because it just doesn't.
No.
I mean, it is not showing it on mine, yeah.
You have to hold a compass.
I don't have a compass on me.
Darn it. Oh no.
And I have gone... Well, wait, I do have a... There was
Casey, I need help.
that waystone nearby. So let me go back to that waystone.
Casey,
What?
I'm stuck in a well.
Okay. Do you have blocks to build out?
No.
Then break one
Pickaxe.
block.
Do you have a water bucket? Do you have a pickaxe?
I
Do you
have nothing.
dirt?
I have a boomerang and an atlas.
Well, if you have nothing, just kill yourself, and then... Why don't you just use your fist to break your way out?
Because I'm bobbing and I can't stay focused on... And the horse keeps getting in the way and stopping my progress.
Man, it kind of sounds like you were just SOL.
And now the cockatrices are in here with me.
At least you didn't bring all of them.
It's just two of them. I punched the horse on accident and they decided to come swim with me to kill it.
Yeah.
Only reason I'm in this thing is because the horse decided to wander into the well while I was trying to tame it. But I didn't have any control of it yet. So now I can't even tame the... Alright, I think I'll eventually get out this way.
Wait, so you don't need me to run back to you now?
No, it's just going to take like 10 minutes. It'll be fine.
You sure? Because I'm at the waystone now.
If I could stop jumping randomly... No! Why is this happening?
Because you
Alright, yeah, come get me because I'm a hopeless case.
Okay. Where are you at?
Alright, are you paying attention so I can pull my atlas open before I die?
Yes.
Okay. So, here's home. Here I am.
Okay.
Got it? Because I'm
Kind of.
about to
Yes.
die.
All right. No. Go ahead. I see the village.
Don't die! Don't die! Okay.
So that way.
I also might freeze to death.
Yay, I'm at Iron Age.
This is a village. If you might have it saved, I don't know.
I have the same map you do, so.
Okay.
But I don't have a horse, so it's gonna take me a second.
What happened to your horse?
It didn't teleport with me.
You didn't register it?
How do I do that again?
Eat?
Nope.
While you're sitting on the horse? Casey. Defeats the purpose of having a horse. Alright. Bears died from parasites.
Ooh, that's bad.
Lovely.
Yeah, it sucks.
Yeah, if there wasn't so many things in this well with me.
I'm almost halfway to the thing.
Okay. What is this? 2 cockatrices and a horse?
And a partridge in a pear tree.
There's a nice villager just watching me.
Well, literally, you're like, Ed is drowning at the well. Like, that's, you know, if Lassie the show was a thing, Lassie would have come and got me.
Such a stupid.
I absolutely hate this.
No, he stole all my stuff. He stole my iron arm. Are you serious?
It is annoying when the enemies do that. When that skeleton came at me with Casey's giant sword, I was like, oh my goodness, what is happening?
Oh, hey, look at this.
Yes, freedom. Oh my goodness. No, stop. Leave that open. I want that horse.
Ugh.
Horse.
Does this have a waystone?
Yes. Nearby. Watch out! Mighty zombie! Run away!
He's going for you.
Haha. I've run away.
Oh, did you?
Oh, I picked up my other cockatrices. So that, alright, that is the right place to be then. Which one was that? That was the wooded village?
I just logged into another server on accident. I saw playing cockatrice. I was like, what happened?
Alright.
Are we sleeping
apparently we
real
need
quick?
Yes. Let me see if there's a bed somewhere. I'm trying to find a bed. Oh, there's one. Alright. All I have is a boomerang. Alright.
Alright, where's this waystone?
What? Oh, right here. Oh, this one's tamed already. Perfect. Alright. So, I picked up this direction.
Nope.
This mountain. And there's more horses here, by the way.
Wait, 8, you said?
Yes.
It's when you're looking at it, right?
No, you gotta sit on it.
I am sitting on it, and I pressed 8.
Okay, well then you should get a message saying this is now your personal horse.
Is it F8 or just regular 8?
On the numpad.
Oh. There we go.
Yes, my stuff.
I now have a personal horse once again.
Should also have like 6 cockatrices following me now. All right, I need that horse to scale this mountain. Right. Let's go ahead and throw that on there. Oh, you're a cockatrice. I don't want you. I want the horse. Where'd the horse go? Get over here. Stupid horse. I would very much like my stuff back. That'd be cool.
I have made this weird trip. Very bizarre.
Here, horse. Okay. I feel like... Right, well,
Somebody's watching you?
No, I just realized how much
Somebody
experience I have.
watching me.
Alright. Back to the snow village.
Will you stop being stunned?
So this snow
Not a
village
green
has...
dragon.
Oh, I gotta leave soon. Does the snow village have, like, special trades or anything?
It's a fire and ice trade. It's a ice and these mother truckers. It's an ice and fire one. So yeah, they kind of have different trades, but I don't know if they're good or bad. I typically avoid them. That was a
Sapphire,
one shot.
Ancient...
And
Oh, apparently that's...
seriously.
Craftsman. Apparently all they want is sapphires.
Oh, am I hearing the things from your screen?
Maybe, I don't know. I have a bunch of cockatrices around me.
I keep getting kicked. I
You
think
know?
it's my side.
Oh, okay. And I say usually when it's the server, all of us will feel it.
Yeah.
Which happens on occasion. It's not, I mean, it's a pretty ancient laptop running the server. Yeah, they don't got anything worth having. Hey, get back here, bunny. Yeah. Come on,
Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
What?
Lots of water is in the map now.
Well, I would say take a boat, but ocean is ridiculously dangerous. Ooh, a floating island. Or floating castle, I mean.
Oh, Ed, now that they've got, Oh, I fainted. That's frustrating.
Did I get all my armor back? No. I at least got my weapon. Oh, no. Just missing my helmet? Okay.
How do you teleport your horse to you?
7. On the numpad. What are you attacking? What is this? I don't know what they just killed, but okay. That's what I was gonna do. I was gonna level up my skills. What was I
Alright,
leveling
this
up?
does not seem... This journey no longer seems worth it because of water.
Probably do attack next.
If you have enough, make a recall potion and just go explore stuff.
What are you going on about?
A
I'm
recall?
just talk to myself, I guess.
No. How do you make a recall thing or other? Potion.
Ender eyes, grapes, and old chunk thingies. Yeah, that. And paper. Yeah, paper.
Grapes?
Yeah.
I feel like that's a weird thing to have to make a recall.
I don't understand it either, but it is what it is.
They're gonna make like lapis and some stuff like that would make more sense.
They already use the lapis for a lot of things.
Yeah, the recipes were rebalanced, so it's a lot harder to do stuff in the game.
Whoa! I think I found a village blacksmith, maybe?
That's an outpost, but yeah, it is. It has villagers.
Does
They
it
can't
have
have
a waystone?
No, typically no. But there's treasure and iron
Your
and gold
guys'
and
home
stuff.
is inside of a town.
What?
Yeah, they're in like a different type of outpost. But yeah, villages
Yeah,
and
it's
towns.
like a thing in the middle of the... My horse. I don't have enough space. Called horse. Is it because of the snow? Wonder if that's what it is. Dang it. Well, that's one way to do that.
Okay.
Do not crouch here no matter what. Alright, how about now? Yeah, it's because of the snow. You can't summon your horse on like a partial block. Alright, I killed all the large mounds of fur up here. Oh, no, here's another
Snow
one.
was the worst thing about Casey's first world.
Ugh.
I didn't know, okay? Ooh! There's a floating castle with a waterfall.
There's some stuff in there. I wouldn't bother with it.
It looks so cool, though.
I know, you were telling us that before, too, that floating castles were, like, not worth it.
I don't think they're worth it.
Yeah, I've definitely found ocean.
Between the desert and our place?
Yes.
Awesome.
You guys remember the first time we tried going to one of those wooden houses?
Ugh.
Wooden mansions?
We traveled, what, like 15,000
1,000 blocks? Yeah.
So
And
stupid.
the game kept freezing and like not loading the things. We had to wait for a couple minutes. For
I
it to
know,
load.
we'd have to like just sit at the edge of the world waiting for it to load. Oh, that
It was
so
worse
dumb.
when we were all flying, too.
Oh, yeah.
Because you didn't know if you would automatically plummet for a while.
So my sleeping bag appears to have disappeared. So that's cool. Alright, I see
I'm giving up on the going for the desert.
But you spent so much of the stream going for the desert.
I'm barely halfway.
True.
To be fair, I got you all the stuff you need to just make your own. Like, what do you want to be at the desert for?
I need lots and lots of glass.
Oh, well. You realize you could have just asked me to go dig some sand up for you.
You were doing other things. I didn't want to bother you.
Okay,
Are we sleeping, by the way?
If I can get to this village. I'm trying.
I have lots of glass. I
Sleeping
just
bag.
can't get to you. Oh god, I can't even move. Don't kick me. Kick me. Don't kick me.
My sleeping bag got lost when I died. I didn't get everything back. Alright, I see the village. I'm about to sleep.
Sleeping.
Sleeping.
Alright.
Can't put it on
Sleeping.
grass. There you go. Alright, I'm heading back home. And then I should probably get off because my wife is going to get back anytime now.
Where was she? Was she on vacation or something?
Yeah, she's in Arizona. I got to pick her up from the airport. Am I going in the right direction? Yes. Okay.
How's her new job going? Didn't she get one too?
No. She was up for a new job, but they didn't pick her.
Oh, that sucks.
And it was like in the same building and everything. No, her like best friend at work got it.
Oh.
But then her best friend now hates that job, so.
So now your wife's like, oh, ooh, that was a bullet I missed.
Yeah. Well, and that was something she was already debating is like, is it really worth the extra money for a job that like she doesn't get to work with people, and that's like.
Oh, same like what of you with the
Yes.
wife.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly.
I'm like, that sounds like a familiar story we just heard.
Right? Is anyone gonna go watch the new Doctor Strange movie?
I did, yes.
You already did. Was it good?
It was fantastic.
Do you need to have watched anything prior to watching it?
Did you watch WandaVision?
No.
That would be very helpful.
You just
Good
need to
day.
watch
Don't
the
you-
end of WandaVision.
Wait, what about the What If? I thought there was a tie into that too.
Not as strong, no.
Oh,
Well,
really?
yeah, but the what if is also a what if, so I'm not really worried about the what ifs.
Actually, the what if is somewhat helpful too if you have extra time.
Nope. Just I've watched the Loki
'Cause-
show.
Honestly, I liked What If better than WandaVision.
Yeah, I've heard other people who weren't a big fan of WandaVision, so I haven't watched it yet. My wife wants to watch it before we watch the new Doctor Strange movie.
I mean,
though.
What If is so short. Or sorry, not What If. The WandaVision is so short. They're like 20-minute episodes.
Yeah.
Alright, I gotta get off. Because I'm sure I'm about to get a call any minute now.
Yeah,
Alright,
that
have a
sounds
good
like
one.
a plan.
Talk to you tomorrow.
Yeah.
I actually think I'm going to end the stream, so if you're watching on Twitch, please give a follow. Or if you're watching on YouTube, please give a subscribe. And all the animals are yelling at me now. And, yeah, we'll talk to you guys next time.
Ribbit!
Peace out.